Okay, we're now on lesson 7.3 in your book. This is the dot product of two geometric vectors. So they've given us an equation. That's the first one here. And it says that vector 1 multiplied by, or the dot product by vector 2, so AC by AB, is the equivalent of the magnitude of AC multiplied by the magnitude of AB times cos theta. So, one very important point I want to draw here is these are vectors, and a vector has two things. Anyone remember what they are? Magnitude and direction. What does this stand for? Absolute value. So, which of the two is that? It's a magnitude or direction? Just magnitude. So, is that considered a vector in itself? No, because it would only be the magnitude of the vector. So what's happening is we're multiplying the magnitude times some number. Is our answer going to be a vector? What would we call it? Scalar. It's just a scalar, so it's only going to represent the number, okay? Because there's not going to be any direction to our last one here. It's just going to represent the number. So in other words, multiplying, or the dot product of two vectors, is a scalar. That's an important point I just want you guys to realize. Other thing I want you to know is that when theta is 90, how else do we refer to that as? Starts with a P. Perpendicular. When our two vectors are perpendicular to each other, cos is equal to 0, therefore two perpendicular vectors is equal to 0. Okay? Just an important point we need to know. So first what we'll do is we'll go through solving one of these. First question we'll write up. Let's say they've given us two vectors A and B. A and B are placed tail to tail and have a magnitude of 3 and 5. The angle of 120 degrees between the vectors. Calculate A dot B. Okay. So they want us to find A dot B. It's example 1. And what they've told us is that we have vector A and vector B. There's an angle of 120 degrees between the two of them. Vector A, magnitude of 3, didn't give us anything else. Vector B, magnitude of 5. They want us to find the dot product of these two vectors. Okay? So, we know the formula states that A dot B means that we're looking for the absolute value of A, or the magnitude of B times cos theta, which in this case is 120. So, magnitude of A is 3 times 5 times cos 120. Do we just do that on the other page, right? Is that negative 0.5? Yeah, negative 0.5. So this becomes 8, not 8, what am I saying? That's adding. 15 times negative 0.5, negative 7.5. Boom, that's it. That would be the dot product of those two vectors.